What's up, YouTube? First and foremost, shout out Alien Army. Raise up, stand up, hit a like button, and drop a comment. I'm actually going to ask you to do, for Alien Army, drop 2 comments if you can. And then I'll have a secret word towards the end of the video. If you hear it, let me know, and drop it in the comment. Real quick, I am homeless. This is the first time you're watching one of my videos. If you want to be a part of the Alien Army, right? It's really cool to rock with a smaller channel. Even when I get big, I'll still rock with everybody. I respond to 99.9% of my comments. Drop an emoji, hit a like, and the emoji could be an alien, could be a thumbs up, could be wave, flame up, and whatnot. But I'm trying to make my intros a little bit smaller so I can jump straight into the video. So this is definitely homeless, fame, and status. I think that's what they name it. Now, this is what I want to talk about. First, at first point, I wanted to name this video "Homeless Status," right? But then people would be like, looking for an update or something along those lines. But the fame and status part is literally, let's say I was Johnny Depp. Okay, I'm homeless and I'm Johnny Depp. You don't know me other than the movies and the interviews that I've done. You might have a good understanding of my professionalism and stuff like that. If Johnny Depp was to ever be homeless, or need a handout, or need a GoFundMe page, or needed a place to stay, or needed some property to on the low, or needed a hyena, or I say hyena, but needed a old lady, right? It wouldn't take much. Like, he would just need to make a little quick video. Hey, this is Johnny Depp. I'm currently homeless. I've lost all my contracts. I lost all my money, through this, bad circumstance that he went through. And people would flood the doors. I'd like to, this is the status part that I want to get into. Let's say homeless, well, not homeless, but let's say Johnny Depp was driving down the street. It didn't matter if it was the hood or a rich area. His car engine just blew up and his car's not going anywhere. If any door he walked up to and knocked, whether they had a Ring camera or not, and then said, hey, I'm a famous actor, I'm Johnny Depp, my car messed up, can I please have some water? I haven't eaten in a couple of days. I was going to go ahead and, drive over here for this movie shoot. They'd give them food. And I understand that, but, everybody's got their favorite celebrities, and then there's this part of our, I guess our society, excuse me, it's really humid here. And of course, when I do videos, I have the air off in my car. But let's say, for example, that happened to Johnny Depp. People would love to come out there with food. They'd come out with water. If he had to use the bathroom, that to me is the power of status. Now, that has happened to me, some of those circumstances. I knock at a door, they tell me to get lost. I've been told I'm the wrong color. I've been told, F you, bum. I've had situations being homeless. Hey man, can you show me some love? Can I get some gas? I'm just trying to do DoorDash. It's been a bad week. I live in my car. Can you look out for me? They say rude and nasty things. If I was Johnny Depp, all of them would literally get on their knees and kiss my ass and give me whatever I wanted. And I hate to be blunt like that, but I'm gonna tell the truth. If Johnny, let's say who your favorite singer is. Let's say it's Lady Gaga. Let's say you love Lady Gaga, especially that Bad Romance album she had. That was a very good CD or a very good album. All the records were nice. Unless it's AI that I've seen that's saying that she's going to be the new Harley Quinn, and the scenes that she's doing with Joaquin Phoenix, which is a great Joker. Totally love him. I'll see the new Joker movie as well. But let's say Lady Gaga was stranded. Let's say she needed gas money. That dude who told me that I should have got a job because I'm nothing but a homeless bum, having no idea that I'm homeless, that I work and everything else, having no compassion, no empathy, no sympathy, I was willing to open up their wallet. What you need, Lady Gaga? I got you, girl. Oh, you want those powdered donuts in there? You want some extra powder? Hey, let me fill up that trailer. Let me fill up that bus. Oh, wait a minute. You're homeless, Lady Gaga? Come stay in my garage. Come stay in my house. Come stay in my apartment. Come stay in my room. Come stay at my, my luxury house. I'll stop having an Airbnb and let you come live there. The same for Johnny Depp. Now, so what I'm talking about is with the status of, with the power of status is literally people, because they are a public figure or an influencer, and a lot of YouTube people get that as Brendan as well. Them being an influencer, a person that basically, the way that I chop it up is the more people that you know, or the more people that actually watch you, or like, if I had 1 million friends, do you think I'd be living in my car right now? Guarantee at least a few of my friends, if I had 1 million of them that actually rocked with me and that were, tough, if I actually had a good family that was supportive and they didn't have their own stuff that they were dealing with, they'd reach out and be like, hey, I got you, right? The same thing with this situation, right? But the biggest thing about that situation is if I had 1 million friends, they actually would have a personal relationship with me. They'd know that I'm a stand-up dude. They would know that I'm honest. They would know that, I would never ask for anything unless it was, dire straits, right? However, somebody who was famous with status, like Andrew Tate, if Andrew Tate said, hey, I just came out of the Romanian prison, they took all my assets, they took all my homes, I have to go back to America, or I got to go back to England, can anybody let me please stay and let me get on my feet? They would go ahead and do that. Some people would give them that offer, and I know that at first I'm throwing very big names. I'm throwing Johnny Depp, I'm throwing Lady Gaga, I'm throwing Andrew Tate, right? How about small names, right? What actually inspired all this stuff is I saw some shorts and I saw some long form video by somebody on YouTube named Will Survive, and that dude, nothing against him, I like his content. It appears that last year he built himself a shelter to live on because he couldn't make rent. Now, I'm paraphrasing, this is all alleged, everything I'm saying. Allegedly, because he fell on hard times and stuff like that, he went to a national forest and built himself a shelter and almost stayed on that shelter for for a full year. Upon him doing that, they actually found him, and he was documenting everything and throwing it on YouTube. That took off. Now, it didn't take off to Johnny Depp's level. We're talking, maybe 400,000 people. 400,000 people subscribed to him, and him doing all that stuff, he had to pay fines and stuff like that. If that happened to me right now, I guarantee you that if I went to a national forest and I built a shelter, if they found that, they don't want fines. I'm doing federal time. I don't have that kind of support, and I don't have that kind of social stuff. I don't have that kind of status, and that's perfectly okay. But you see how it goes back and forth. So you could be, less than a B, like a celebrity is Brad Pitt. A celebrity would be Joaquin Phoenix. And a celebrity would be Johnny Depp. And a celebrity would be Lady Gaga. And what's really crazy about that is I don't believe that Lady Gaga's ever done a movie at all. And she's going to be the Harley Quinn if that was an AI video that I saw. So, Lady Gaga being Harley Quinn has a high, squeaking voice. You got it. I can't mimic some dude, but you got it, Mr. J, and that kind of stuff. The cartoon version is what we've been wanting to see, and we got Lady Gaga doing this, and she's speaking very slow and very raspy. First of all, she doesn't look like Harley Quinn at all. She's not ugly, but she's not pretty either. And she don't look like her. There's people on Instagram that dress up as Harley Quinn that should have got that role, before, Lady Gaga. But this is what I'm talking about, because Lady Gaga is more of a draw because she has a bigger audience. She, as far as I understand, she's never done a movie before. But because, you have no acting experience, but we'll throw you in this big ass movie, right? And that's the status. Oh, we know that you got a big following, so we'll do this. And the same thing could be said about that guy Will Survive. He's got a following, but wait a minute, because I've seen you do all that stuff, and because you've done that with that property, and you've got a bunch of YouTube numbers, and it's not a whole lot compared to Johnny Depp and Lady Gaga. These numbers are minute. This dude's not even a D celebrity. He could walk down the street, Will Survive, walk down the street, and nobody ever recognized him. Now, if he walked down the forest and somebody saw him in a forest, maybe that's a different aspect. He does build, nothing against the guy. He does build good shelters. He's out there surviving. He's not out hurting anybody. He's just trying to get by, right? But him documenting that and getting I guess some YouTube clout, that gives him status. And what I'm talking about that with him being the smallest person, that status is literally, he's being kicked off his land right now because if I, paraphrasing, this is all alleged, is that the property he's been working on and staying at, from the last video I watched, was literally that the dude wanted a YouTube percentage for him to stay on that land. Otherwise, he had to kick rocks. And that guy wasn't going to give up the money, and I don't blame him. Like, give up money and you don't own something. Give up money when you told me I could stay here, or you said it was cool. I'm actually helping and preserving your stuff. There's a million things that dude could do to help you, but you just want that money, and then what would happen later down the line. That's my aspect on it, right? Nonetheless, and this is a little bit of information, so if I got some stuff wrong, it's no big deal. That's why I said alleged. This is just real quick. I don't have the time to look at everybody's aspect and go down the list, but I do have enough time where I go ahead and see a video, and the guy's like, I got offered property in Colorado to stay at, I got offered this, and I'm not jealous here. So I want to throw that out. I'm not jealous that you're having those offers. I think that they're great. I'm happy for you. Nothing against it, but I will have a message towards the end, and I'll throw it out, my message. When I'm homeless and I'm struggling and I'm doing all this content on YouTube, eventually I'll get those offers. So when I've got comments, how do you stay so positive? I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be myself, and I'm going to make content, and I'm going to show things and things like that. But eventually, I will pick up some ground, and it doesn't have to be a big audience. Some people go, man, I need millions of subscribers to make $100,000 a year. I'm subscribed to channels that have 75,000 subscribers, and they are making over $100,000 a year, and they are living very luxurious. What I intend to do is, and this has no mark towards anybody at all, but I could probably live off $20,000 a year, and then like some small property and tiny house and all that kind of crap. That $80,000, I'm going to and don't hold me on this. This is not legal binding. I want to go ahead and get so famous that I can stop poverty, to begin with. And the way that we actually stop all that stuff is literally, you can only be homeless if you stop being in a home. We need more stuff to help the people in the house so that they never become homeless. Then if they actually do come homeless, and then they're on the streets, even more stuff. And then if you're single and you're white, or it doesn't matter what color you are, if you're single and you have children, or everybody, if you're behind a certain poverty level, you should get medical insurance, you should get paid, you should get food stamps, you should get that voucher. We need to take the authority away from some of these people. Like I'm in the Midwest, these local, it's administered from the local authorities. Well, I say authorities like they're a cop, but from the local level, where it's people that are in churches, they're nuns, there are people that run shelters, there are people that run food banks. These people are getting this stuff and they're selling them, or they're propositioning people. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start documenting them doing that. I guarantee you that if I come in there with a hidden camera, and I got a cell phone, so I can just put the cell phone to them. I guarantee you, I walk in there and I go, hey, I know that you're not going to give me the few house vouchers that you have. I know you're not going to do that. What will it cost for me to give you in cash? I guarantee you, on camera, because these people do this all the time. I've heard the rumors, I've seen it, I've even got offers myself, what it would cost. And it's totally illegal for them to do that, just to let you know. Why is everybody, and they're in a position of power to actually help homeless people, but they're the ones that are benefiting from that. We should have a regulation and something like that where we get that stuff. But why is the only person getting a voucher is when a girl gets propositioned to do something, or a man gets propositioned, or we get propositioned for X amount of money? You tell me how that's fair, right? So if I was, like Sun Tzu says, is you level the playing field. Use your strengths as your your strengths, and your weaknesses. You try to elevate them up and things like that. It's real simple to me. Like, I understand that I only got 1,500 subscribers, and I'm proud, and I'm thrived by every single person who subscribed to me. I'm very proud and very happy for every person that is an Alien Army member. And all they have to do is just hit the like button, drop a comment, and tell me they're rocking with me, and we're good. We'll see where we're at in 10 years. Okay? And mark my words. So, like, if you're rocking with me, you're still on day one right now. Like, that's just the way I see it. I'm still on day one. Rock with me right now. Let's see where AlienAscend is going to be in 10 years. In 10 years, if I have the popularity as Johnny Depp, I will make all the other celebrities throw in money and match my money to help homeless people. I will do things that are right, and I don't want to make the whole video about what I'm going to do, but that's the God honest truth. Isn't it crazy that you could walk up to a bouncer and try to slip him $500 to get into a club, and him tell you no, but if you're Johnny Depp, or you're Lady Gaga, or you're Lindsay Lohan, or if you're Kim Kardashian, whoever, right? You could walk, you got some notoriety to you, you could walk right in. Not only you could walk in, it's free bottle service, because you're in that club, you're bringing all these people, and that's really what it looks like. So, when I've been asked before, you're shy and you're on YouTube and you're doing things, why are you doing that? One, I'm bringing my authentic self. I'm talking about the stuff that I go through and that nobody else does. I make content that I want to watch, where it's actually real stuff and it's not bullshit. Then on top of which, I'm going to use my platform for how I see fit. Now, a lot of those people, are they doing what I see fit? Absolutely not, and they're free to do that. Let me ask you this: if Johnny Depp decided to pull out all of his money and light it on fire, how many of you guys would start screaming, why are you burning billions of dollars? Well, I don't know if it's billions, but let's say that Johnny Depp decided to take out $5 million, put it at a park, and light it on fire. How many people would start screaming, why are you burning that? You should give it to me instead. But it's his money. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. He has that fame. He's allowed to do what he wants. He has that status. He's allowed to do what he wants. But let's put our faith and let's put our support in somebody who's not going to take that $1 million and light it on fire. Let's put that stuff in that rags to riches story. That's AlienAscend right here. Whether you rock with me right now or you don't, we'll see where I'm at in 10 years. And I'm not trying to be arrogant about this. I know that I'm going to be very successful. And the way I'm measuring success is I'm going to help everybody. And the first people I'm going to help are the people that are not homeless at all, and they're almost there. I don't know the rules and regulations. I'll put up a committee and we'll figure all this out. And then the next thing too is that people that are spending so much money, like if Johnny Depp was to go ahead and say this nonprofit organization, here's $1 million to help homeless. Is it $1 million by the time it hits the homeless people, or is it maybe just $100,000? Everything needs to be cut out from the middle, or the people that get paid in the middle are the people that are getting paid by the state or the federal regulations, so that they're nonprofit, they get paid by the state, but all donations are 100% to the people who need it the most. And that's what I'm talking about. And that's how I rock. It's crazy that Andrew Tate could walk into any place and damn near get any woman. Andrew Tate could be twice the size of me and very overweight, but because he's got money and he's got power and he's got status, damn near every single woman would talk to him. I would rather somebody talk to me when I have nothing, so that when I have something, that I know I could always trust them. That's what the difference is. When somebody has all that kind of stuff, they go ahead and start treating people like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. For all I know, Johnny Depp could have been feeling like, Amber Heard, you only got that role because of me. You don't love me. If I was a homeless person who looked the same and was the same person inside, would you ever give me a chance? Ask yourself that. Would your wife ever, like if you're a married person, would if you had nothing and you were the same person, would she ever give you a chance if you didn't make that money? If you didn't have that status? If you didn't have that respect? If you didn't have that fame? What do you think actually happens to those relationships where you only got that hot chick who, you only got that hot chick who's being loyal because she's She's only loyal because you have the money. Would she have been loyal when you have nothing? I would rather be with somebody who was loyal to me where I had nothing than loyal to me when I had everything. And this actually, you know, feeds a frenzy, and the frenzy is that a lot of men really want to be very, very successful because their competition is so high, and that's what Andrew Tate's talking about. The competition is so high. Why would that fine ass fucking girl on Instagram, who you know, could get any man in the world, why would she want you? She'd only want you if you had more than what everybody else had. And sometimes it actually does come to looks, but it really does come to money the whole time. I don't want my relationships and I don't want my life stuff being like that. I disagree with that stuff, but I will use some of those rules and those tricks to advance me a little bit. You know, if you've noticed lately, some of my thumbnails, they look all funny, and I'm laughing when I do it, but it invokes a response to people who've never seen my videos before, like, hey, let me click that, let me take a look at that. And I got some comments where, like, you know, I'm enjoying those thumbnails moving forward, and I was like, right on, man. So am I. If you want to show love to me, well, actually, real quick. So the secret code word, if you watch thus far, is juice. Juice. If you watch this far, please put that in the comment. If you want to show me love or bless me, please hit up my Cash App. You know, it's you don't want to show me love, you know, bless me, whatever. Cash App is the same as my YouTube name, AlienAscend. I'll put that in the description, and I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you.